you're wondering why we're here, why we're going live, you probably should know that we're going to be doing a little interview, a little IG live action with Ryan of All Time Low. And really excited because I've been digging their last album that just came out. It was on Friday. It's called Wake Up Sunshine. So yeah, it's pretty dope. Haley had her alarm set. Yeah. What's up, All Time Low? They're going to be chiming in here in just a second. Supposed to be doing homework. Now's a good time to take a break. A lot of people are taking a break right now, which I'm okay with. I'm taking a break. My eyes are all watery and glossy. I'm sorry. There's a reason for that. Hello, Ryan.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What you up to, buddy? How you doing?
I am currently enjoying my second cold brew of the day, which is a lovely time for me always.
I haven't even done any cold brews. I've been doing straight hot coffee every morning.
In Arizona?
I think, yeah, I know. Well, it's nice out right now. You get to sit outdoors. You know, everything's gorgeous.
Plus,
I'm
your
very
nice
grateful.
level, like if it's like 50 degrees here, I'm doing cold brew. I'm actually doing cold brew if it's like 20 degrees, so it doesn't really matter the temperature for me.
Well, how come you guys haven't made your own cold brew yet? You guys make
We
wine
have.
and everything. What?
We have it. I wish I had some
Where?
here. We did it with a company called Rise Brew or Rise Roasters, and we have a nitro cold brew. I was just talking to my dad about it before this because he just got his shipment in.
Dude.
Believe me, I'm not letting that slide.
I thought that would be a really cool idea that I wanted to do here in Phoenix because I do the morning show.
Yeah.
But then I just never executed it all the way through. So now I'm inspired to get it done.
That's where most of my
now.
ideas stay, right in that weird purgatory. It was like, that would be a great idea. And then a month later, someone else does it. And I'm like, dang.
Dude, all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, hey, dude, I'm really glad to see you. I'm glad you're looking healthy. You're looking good. How's quarantine life going for you right now?
It's okay. I'll go there. I keep saying, I think for us band guys, we're a little bit fortunate because when we're home, we're kind of used to just laying low and relaxing. You know, when we're on tour, we're go, go, go. And then home time is generally kind of vacation time. So we're not used to going to work for 8 hours a day. So because we were forced to stay home, yeah, it's, you know, we're missing friends and missing going out and stuff. But for us, we don't have that psychological toll of like, what are we going to do for the next 8 hours where normally I'd be at work? So yeah. I'm fine. I'm trying to keep busy, trying to keep motivated, and just trying to stay engaged with fans and people like you that are willing to, you know, kind of go out of the box to do things like this. And it's kind of been fun to do it.
Oh, totally. I've had a great time with this. Last week we talked to AJR, and it was crazy because everybody was. I think everyone's just doing a live at this same exact time, and so everything is just all congested.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we get through this all the way, which is going to be pretty awesome. So
so far so good.
Yeah. Are you quarantined with anyone right now, or are you by yourself?
I'm solo. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at my house. I have one or two friends that are also living alone, and like sometimes we'll go if it's allowed, which it still is here, like we'll go to a park and set up hammocks like kind of all around trees that are very far away, but we'll just kind of yell at each other for a while.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and like honestly, like, you know, doing this record release in quarantine is obviously a big bummer, and I would love to be out there meeting fans and meeting with people, but at the same time, like it's nice to be so busy and like to, you know, to do these kind of things and we're doing a bunch of like live streams with the band, so I still get to see my guys, and it doesn't feel as lonely as maybe it sounds.
No, not at all. I mean, you definitely have all the fans in the world giving you all the love right now, especially with this new album that just came out, which is really good, dude. I've been jamming it this past weekend. I'm in love with Monsters.
Yeah, it's such like a funny thing because obviously they're all our babies and we love them, but we finished the record in July. And so we've kind of just been waiting and like just being like, I cannot wait for you people to hear this. And then finally, like, you know, we released Some Kind of Disaster and the reaction was great. And then Sleeping In, it just kind of builds and builds. And it built so positively that like, we're like, uh-oh, what if we release 5 or 6 songs and then the rest of the record, they just falls flat. And luckily, you know, people are just grabbing onto all of it. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's literally been the silver lining with everyone staying home, but all your fans are like really pumped that this has come out. We have a few fan questions that I want to get to in a second. But I am curious about the album. This is a weird question that I'm coming from. It's called Wake Up Sunshine, But when you were a kid, did your parents ever wake you up like in a strange way to make sure that you got to school on time or anything?
This is I'm just to let the fans know here. This was not I did not know this question was coming, but I do have a great answer for it.
Okay.
So my stepdad was a firefighter and a paramedic. And when I was in like ninth grade, I guess I didn't want to go to school or whatever. I was just being a grumpy kid. And the next thing I know, like I hear my brother kind of giggling and I'm like, whatever, he's probably gonna like slap me or something. My stepdad woke me up with like smelling salts, which are like ammonia, like that they use for unconscious people as a paramedic. And I remember the feeling of just like, it like takes over your entire body and like burns. And I was like, ah, what is that? And they're just giggling. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll get up. And I never slept in again, I don't think. So,
Man, that is okay. I thought mine was bad, but yours definitely tops mine.
almost dark, right? Luckily, I love my stepdad very much. It wasn't like a mean thing.
No, not at all.
What's yours?
A wake up call for sure. For me, my mom, like I am the worst at getting up in the morning. I'm the person that hits snooze all the time. But when I was a kid, my mom would spray me with a bottle of water like I was a cat to try and wake me up. And it worked because I was
For
upset.
sure.
And I didn't know what was going on.
Not only you're forced out of bed, but you're in this grumpy mood now because you've been sprayed like a bad cat. Yeah, I can imagine that not doing well.
My favorite part is having dreams about it while she was. I learned to like sleep in while she was
Right.
spraying me for some reason.
I'm imagining
I
you at
just
like
have
a salon getting your hair done and they go to spritz your hair and you're like, no.
I had dreams where I was like in an ocean being splashed with water constantly. It was all crazy.
Gosh. Traumatic.
If that happened now, it would be the worst. I would still never wake up. So
Yeah, well, hopefully you can get up on your own now.
yeah, dude. Having a morning show has definitely taught me how to wake up super early, like at like 4:30.
For
So
sure.
that's my life right now.
No way.
But hey, I want to get to some fan questions if that's cool with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So I had some fans write in. They had some questions. First one comes from Haley Bug. She wanted to know why you guys chose Palm Springs as a location to write the album.
Well, yeah, so we started here in Nashville, actually at my recording studio in January and February, and we just started kind of writing for fun. We didn't really have a purpose. We didn't have a record in mind, but we came out with some really cool ideas. And we were like, okay, well, how can we further this? And the obvious answer is kind of LA. Alex had a place there. Jack lives there. But with LA comes a lot of distractions, a lot of friends, a lot of just, a lot of like, let's go out tonight, let's do this. And we just wanted to be in a house. We just wanted to do it like we used to do in my parents' basement, where it was just the four of us and a friend or whatever, and just writing. And we were like, okay, where can we do it? And we just saw a really cool house in Palm Desert with a pool that could fit all of us. And it was not a studio whatsoever. I mean, it was just a house, probably the worst house you could choose for a record because it was all marble. So everything was echoing all the time.
Yeah.
And it was just an isolating, it was the four of us, our producer, our co-producer, and our assistant who ended up actually helping out, like writing and recording the record as well. And that was it. Every day we'd wake up and we'd write together, we'd eat together, we'd swim together, we'd drink together, and that we'd rinse and repeat the next day for a month.
Dude, that sounds awesome. It sounds like a frat house almost.
Yeah.
But with music.
Yeah, in a way.
Well, nice. All right, this next one comes from @MiaGAndrea. Which song was the hardest to write and record? And which song are you excited to perform live on the new album?
Personally, the hardest song to record was probably Sleeping In. It's a very fast song and it's got a lot of different feels to it, and the bridge just kind of kicked my butt when I was recording it. Honestly, the writing process, there was nothing that was like a difficult song to write, because this record, whatever we felt like writing that day is what we wrote. And there was no pressure. Fans didn't even know we were doing a record. And so there was no like, when's new music or anything like that. So if we weren't feeling a song and it wasn't vibing that day, instead of being like, oh no, we only have 4 more hours before the studio closes, we'd just move on. And maybe a week later, after a few margaritas, we'd pick that song back up. And
yeah.
So yeah, it was to say like there was a difficult song to write. I don't listen to the record, and there a lot of times where I do listen back to our records and I'm like, oof, that was a rough day. Like we barely got through that one. This one just felt a little bit more like we just were cruising. It was a really, just enjoyable experience and relaxing.
Is this the first time that you guys have ever written an album like this, where you're away from everything, you're kind of more secluded and just hanging out with you guys? Is that the first time you guys done that?
It's the first time we've done it as a full band for sure.
Yeah.
Alex has done writing camps before in like the desert and stuff, and like, you know, whether it's for us or Simple Creatures or another band, but we've never done it. We haven't recorded a record, just the four of us as a band in a room together, in probably 10 years. It's usually very like, okay, I'll do drums here. A week later, we'll do bass, and we'll just kind of like bounce in and out. So it was, yeah, for sure the first time that we've done it, at least since like 2008, 7.
Wow. It's kind of going back to your root. It's nice though. That's what I love about this. All right.
I'm not sure how we'll do it, how we'll do it the old way. Like, I think we have to just keep doing it this way now.
Yeah, I think like once you find a routine that works or feels the most comforting or feels like you can get the best quality product out while you're all there, it's like, why not keep doing it, you know?
Absolutely right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. This next one is from @AaronRO428. What is the meaning behind the song Safe off of the new album?
Ooh, I get very hesitant to answer any lyrical questions because they're so personal to Alex.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I will do. I will get an answer from Alex and I will send it to you, and you can let that person know. I don't want, like, my favorite thing about Alex's lyrics, honestly, as like a fan, not even as a bandmate, but as a fan of his lyrical writing, is that he writes in such a way that is so personal to him, but it's so universal to however you're feeling at the time. So even though Safe or whatever song could be about a moment in his life, I can listen to that song and be like, I get this. Like, I understand completely what he's saying just based on my experiences. So for me, I like to take his lyrics and not try to think, what does that mean to him? But instead, what does that mean to me? But I will get you an answer for that because that's a good question.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they would appreciate that. I think all of us would appreciate that. So
yeah.
What I appreciate you is making time to hang out with us today. It has been so much fun just chatting and talking about the album, getting to know what's going on in your world right now. So yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Again, like, you know, I know it's a weird time for all of us in this industry, for every industry, but for people like you that are willing to do these things, it really, it means so much to us. So thank you. Thanks all the fans that wrote in. And yeah, just really appreciate you guys.
Oh, dude, totally. I want to do as many as I can of these because even though we can't see each other, at least we have this. Like, there's technology, there's everything to keep us all connected, even though we're all separate.
Absolutely. There's a social distance hug.
Yeah, social distance hug. You know, I'm really hoping that we get to see you for Sad Summerfest, man. I know, definitely ready to see you guys. The main, if it gets postponed, will it be Sad Winterfest?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. We haven't had that conversation yet. We're kind of taking it day by day, but I was going to say, like, you know, if it does get postponed and it comes to that, like, obviously, you know how we tour, and you know that we're, as soon as we can get back on the road, we're going to be there, and hopefully we can still bring the main with us as they are the hometown boys there. So.
Oh yeah, we love them. They're fantastic. And
yeah,
I'm excited for all of it. Everyone was so pumped as soon as we announced the show. So fingers crossed, dude. It's really pumped.
Me too. Yeah, I hope to see you there. We can do a real hug, though, not a social distance hug.
Yeah, no more quarantine hugs.
That's right.
Well, hey, man, you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys soon in real life.
Hopefully we'll see you this summer.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jade. You have a good one. We'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Alt AC 93.3.